we said that it was we were going out that night. It was Sister Barbara's birthday. Because if you said it was his, like your father, he didn't want any part of that. So he come home and it was slightly snowing in the afternoon. But by the time he came in at 4:30, it was really coming down. So anyway, he comes in and he says, well, Chip, we're not going to Dorchester tonight. I'm not driving in this weather. You know, it was really bad out. And I said, John, you gotta go. You know, everybody expects you. You're the oldest brother and everything, and you know, and all his brothers. And I said, Mary has planned, you know, a party for Sister Barbara. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going out in this weather.
Oh no.
And it was for him. You know? So I said, you gotta go. So he said, no, I don't have to. And I said, you know, John, it's for you. And you have to go. Then he got mad.
Oh no.
I'm not. I told everybody I didn't want to, you know, something like your father.
Yeah.
Go out. And I said, you know how many people you're hurting tonight, John, by not going? You're not just hurting you. You're hurting maybe 20 people.
Everybody that wanted
and
to do
myself,
it. Yeah.
And I got all your clothes ready to go, and you know your suit laid out and everything. Well, that's just too bad, Chick. But I didn't never wanted anything for myself. And I said, you know, John, if everybody was like you, there'd never be anything.
Yeah.
You know, there'd
Sometimes
never be.
You do stuff for other people because they like doing it for you.
Get together and everything.
Yeah.
So I went upstairs and I got dressed. He came down here. He was down here and he was reading over, I don't know what chair it was. And it was bad. My boots were in the back. I called a taxi up there and I went out and got my boots and went out. And I was crying all the way down the American Legion and everything because he wouldn't go to the party.
That's horrible.
And John remembers that. John had come up. I had called John.
Yeah.
And I said, your father's not going. What? I said, no, he won't go. So anyway, that was that. So I arrived down at Savin Hill at the house. It was, a foot of water in the gutters. That was how bad that night was, a snowstorm.
Oh, jeez.
And I got down there around 8 o'clock. John's mother, God bless her, and all the aunts, the older ones and all that. And his brother Mark says, where's John? I said, he's not coming. What? I said, no. I said, he doesn't go out in bad weather drive or anything. And then when I told him, Mark, that it was for him, he then wouldn't go.
Oh.
So he got a son. He's still big, isn't he, Luke? He weighs about 400 pounds. We call him Young Mark. Big guy. Mark himself weighed about 250. Big men.
Yeah.
Marky, we're going to Rosendale.
Oh, no.
We're going to get Uncle John. What? So afterwards, Sister Barbara told me my mother and all the older ones were all betting that John would not come.
Yeah.
You know, one said, yeah, he'll come. No, John's mother said, no, he won't come, even with them. So when I was in the taxi driver, I was crying in the back all by myself. Did you go to the party, Luke?
Yeah, they took me down. Yeah, I came down with those guys.
Huh?
Yeah, I was here at the house. No, actually, no. I went with you. Yeah, we took the cab down. Yeah, okay, that's right. I didn't see that, but I remember that. I remember that night vividly. Yeah.
What are you?
I remember him sitting. He was sitting over here, and he wouldn't move. Yeah.
The driver said, and I said, my husband. All those husbands. He must have thought he beat me up or something.
Oh, no.
Those husbands are awful. And I said, oh yeah, they are, and all like that. He must have thought,
Yeah.
he was.
You were that upset.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm there and everything, and John tells the story. Then when the knock came at the door, he sees his nephew, Marky, weighed 400 pounds, big guy, 6'4", big, and then his brother. Get yourself together. You're going to your party, and John says, "Well, what? Chickie's upstairs." No, Chickie is not upstairs. She's down in Dorchester.
He didn't even know you left?
No.
Oh, wow.
Didn't even know I left.
So did he go?
Yeah.
Good.
And he had the suit out. I got him a new Shantung suit.
Yeah.
He looked handsome. and he got a piece of toilet paper on his face.
Yeah, well, yeah,
He
I
shaved,
guess.
and he said he cut himself. So he comes down, and he got the toilet paper with the blood on it, and he talked, and
Are you sure they didn't rough him up a little bit before he got? Was that the story they went with? Was he cut himself shaving? Huh? Okay, wasn't okay. Well, we'll
so
go with
then
that.
he got up and he talked, and he said, "I'm a terrible husband and everything. I should have come to my own party. I disappointed Chicky. She had to come down by herself. I feel ashamed and all of that." So Mary had put together a tree, and she tied all these little these little dollar bills up with a little wire. You know how they?
I remember that.
Yeah.
So anyway, got that, and he got all cards. So anyway, we came home, and it was really very nice. I opened up a bottle of champagne. We both had a glass of champagne together. And I told him, I said, well, John, the talk you gave was very, very nice. But, you don't realize, John, how many people you hurt by saying no, or I don't want this. I said, there'd never be anything. There'd be no weddings. There'd be no parties.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah. He said, I really, and he mentioned that before he died here, the week that he was here dying. He said, I should have done better things for Chicky. I should have gone. So anyway, in the morning, he come down. He says, where's my cards? I said, John, you didn't really want a party, So after you went to sleep and everything, I got up out of bed and I opened up all the dollars on the tree. And I said, and I opened up all your envelopes. So what do you want? You didn't want a party, so you're not getting your cards.
Oh, hey, that would teach him. So
I opened all the cards and everything. So he says, what are you going to do with the money, chicken? I said, I'm just going to pay some bills. So don't worry about it. It'll go in good hands.
Yours.
There you go. Why not? But you know what? Sometimes
Great
it's
story.
like